Okay, I'm live. Da-da-da. Welcome to MacBean Fitness and Farms and Prepping. It's kind of one of those that one may fit both. It looks like the wife was cooking some stuff. And I want cast iron, I want cast iron. So what I need to do is going to do two cooking. Work break, there we go. As I'm going to cook my BLTs and I'm going to make a chicken soup for the wife and probably for me when I get home in the old crock pot. So let's get this plugged in. Won't turn it on yet. I haven't put anything in there. But first of all, real quick presentation on what I picked up at the store. So they have some cheeses on sale. So I picked up cheeses, good nutrition. I'll throw one in the crisper. The other one's going in the freezer. I picked up some more pure Irish butter. This will go in the freezer. I had to sit there, break down and get the store-bought bacon. Gotta do what I gotta do. Chicken breast for the chicken soup I'm gonna make. They had eggs on redemption. They had the brown eggs, dozen and a half, marked down to $2.75. And it's just because the container to hold it has been tore up. So, big deal. I have a solution for that. What is it you say? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I have containers I saved. They're just perfectly fine. I did have one slip out of the bag. That was my fault. So one of my sandwiches will also have a tater in it. Or not a tater, egg. I'm getting my vegetables mixed up. So what I'll do is I'll take the eggs out of the tore up container and put it into the good ones that I've saved. And generally, these organic, cage-free, blah, 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 would be about $7 for the dozen and a half. I got them for $2.79. And that, folks, is shopping with your brain. Don't need a spider in there. So what I do is I transport them into the good one. That one goes into the garbage. And I put these into the refrigerator. Well, I better bring these bagels to where the wife will see them. I'm pretty sure this pizza's got its time. I get to throw out the UFOs. Wife is good at putting stuff in the fridge. Not so much, hey, Christopher, happy Friday. Stay safe, stay alert. So there's already been a mark of stupidity by our finest in New York. I guess they blocking a bridge. Well, that's one of the acts of stupidity that's already happened. And then a teacher got shot. Vitamins, multivitamin. Got this they had one on sale for 100 tablets for $11. This was 200 tablets for $10.50. Guess which route I went? I got bananas. Yeah, New York City, you know there was going to be something stupid going on there. And I'm pretty sure, Seattle and Portland will follow through also. Just, I had faith in them for their ability to be stupid. So the rest of this stuff, we'll put in the freezer. The store. bacon I'm going to be cooking, and also that. So I'm going to be dual cooking. Dual cooking. ZMA is on sale. Cool. So ZMA is zinc, magnesium, and hydrous. I just buy the zinc and magnesium separately. Which reminds me, I need to purchase more magnesium. So here's a multivitamin I've been using. There's 450 tablets in here, so that's over. It's a year and a half almost. And I'm just now getting down to where I'm down to about a week. So I picked up another bottle. We should have picked up two. But I digress. Or do I? And here's the latest thing I got was elderberry. And it says fruit equivalent. That scares me. Fruit equivalent. Is there a real elderberry in there? I better read. Vitamin C, vitamin D, elderberry juice concentrate. Okay, so there is elderberry. It's equivalent to 6 berries. So there is that. So let's first of all, let's get this cleaned. At this point, I may have to. Not saying I will, but I may. Have to move the flag just to so I can get some cooking done. Grilled chicken. There we go. It sounds delicious. Put potato leek mash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. Now I need some spices, I'm sure. Basil leaves. Crushed peppers. Should have grabbed that. Should have, oughta. Should have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the bacon for my BLTs. And then I'm going to boil the chicken for my chicken soup. I'm going to pre-boil it. There's a method to my madness. This is crazy. I know. Remember, never use soap when cleaning your cast iron. When do you use it? Never. That will take the seasoning out of it. Is that bad? Yes, it is bad. It's very bad. So let's use the burner to slowly dry it off. And we're going to be adding bacon. All right. So the chicken we're going to boil. Let me get a pan out here that's big enough to do the job. don't need a huge pan. I need to get, I always say, just right. And I do have one. Just right. So I'll fill this with water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil the chicken for about 10 minutes. Just enough to kind of get the chicken kind of cleaned off. So now I'm going to wash the chicken. I'm going to boil it. So the soup's going to consist of 3 chicken breasts. Why? Why not? So it may turn out to be a stew. The wife always says I make my chili like soup. I make my soups like stews. Not really sure what that means. So I'm going to pre-salt it. And same thing with, well, at this point, I think I'll start my Instagram portion of it too. Good morning, Mike. So we're doing bacon and lettuce, bacon tomato sandwiches. All right. Should have grabbed another loaf of bread. Whoops, I did not. But for lunch, I'm going to have some bacon and tomato sandwiches. One is going to have an egg in it. So let's get ready for the bacon. I'm probably going to cook just about all the bacon. Simple Tony, good afternoon. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. So, and I'll probably take some of the sandwiches with me to work. Maybe. Can't make any promises. I do have bread and bologna at work, so I may do that. So remember my buddy at Cut Kunai's, Lucky O'Day? And show the meaty ones first. Oh, the sizzle bacon. You know what we're going to do is we're going to, well, let me start my Instagram here. I'm toasting it. I'm a toasting it. Don't you get excited. Man, I tell you, my subscribers can be such bullies. Big bully. You just wait until my brother on you. So, in the bottom of the pan, we'll start putting some seasonings in there. Now, one thing about the pepper, you don't want to over pepper it. So once you do that, you can't take the seasonings out. You put them in, but you can't take them out. So, I got the chicken boiling. All right. Are alive. And we're all going. And the one. And the two. So I got that getting ready to boil. I got the bacon, so let's set the bacon kind of off to the side. And the next thing we'll do is I'm going to chop up the potatoes for the soup. It's going to be a chicken and potato soup. Hey, thanks for joining in, everybody. So I'm making bacon and tomato sandwiches for lunch, and I'm making a chicken soup for dinner. It'll be a late dinner for me. So I got 3 big taters that I've already washed. And depending on the condition they're in, that's going to be how much I cut around them. Now remember, if you've been here before, this is water. And I do have my safety glasses. What is the reason? Oh, yeah, it's Friday. On Friday, I showcase one of my toys sometimes. And just to see if it gets noticed. Congratulations, David. You noticed it. Now, I live on a farm, so I can actually go out and shoot anytime I want to, which I usually do. So let me see. And we got some trimming we got to do around this one. So let's get my scrap bucket out here. Last week I had one out there, and I don't think anybody noticed. We have somebody who's paying attention. And if you're outdoors this weekend in the big city, you better be paying attention. So they've already had a stabbing in France. They have a teacher, who knows why, yelling their favorite chant. And we had some idiots block a bridge in New York. That's all I've seen so far. It is. So I have weights outside. When I walk by them, I just lift. I have weights inside. Where I work, the tooling is heavy, and everybody else uses the hoist. Most of the time I do not. I just pick it up, put it for this. So I got the bacon cooking. While it's cooking, I got the chicken boiling. And the chicken will go into the crock pot, which is over here out of sight. And right now I am chopping up the potatoes. For the crock pot. Now these potatoes came out of my garden. And what I'm going to do is I'm initially going to give them a quick fry in the bacon grease. And then I'm going to put them in the, so I'm not going to cook them fully. I'm just going to give them a quick shot. There we go. And then they'll go in the crock pot. Gotta get that eye out of there. Don't have to, I just decided to. All right. So these are potatoes I grew in my garden. And so I'm making a both fatal. Okay, I missed something here. We had 2 really bad stabbings in the UK. Both fatal. And that's terrible. It really is. There's no reason for it. We had 20 stabbings this month in London. 20 or 2, both fatal. One friend of mine was killed in the cold by the knife. And one of them was a girl who was stabbed coming off the bus after rejecting a guy. Now, Jacob, was that today? Or has that just been going on this month? How can the UK have a stabbing? I thought 9 were outlawed. Being redundant, I know what's happening. The law doesn't prevent anything. But they keep passing them. I'm sorry to hear that. And then somebody posted that both were fatal. So I haven't caught up with the news yet. I've been doing things. I kind of had the wife teaches, and I really kind of suggested that maybe she should take the day off today because of this. Now, granted, we are in a small rural area, and chances are everything be fine, but I get a call from her at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So not what I wanted to see. It just turned out to be she had broke a shoe. So I had to, and I was going into town anyway, had to go run her some shoes. And then on a video I'll be posting later, I was kind of saying, maybe we should have a pair of shoes in the car. All the youths roll about with knives. Literally, the guys are rolling about with machetes and 24-inch blades. I have a knife, but it's used to cut open things. What, can I use it for self-defense? I can. It's not my preferred way of doing it. But because of the training I have, yeah. Now, it was a cheapie, and I have been abusing it. So when I was feeling the blade, I was like, yeah, better now. It needs some work. And that's why you need to check things. Of course, here, unlike the UK, we do have other means of protecting ourselves. Which was one of the comments on my Instagram. It was a good comment. Appreciate you being aware of it. Let me scroll back down. Bolt fatal. Oh, so you're on bolt. That's bad. Good morning, Shannon. Any of the 3 inches, yeah. Criminals don't listen to that? No. Tell me it's not so. I mean, here in the state, never mind. Yeah, I always say the stupidest thing they can do is make what they call a gun-free zone. If the only person who's going to listen to it is going to be your extreme law-abiding. Criminals are not. They don't care. And that's going to be on my video for the prepping channel here in a bit. I'm like, yeah, they don't care about those laws. The only person that you are restricting is the law abiding. Criminals don't care. So I'm trying to get everything ready. I'm getting the chicken boiled up. I got the bacon cooking. Bacon. So what I do is I just cook the chicken for a little bit. So here I got a green part of this potato. So what that means is this potato was close to the soil. It actually started doing some photosynthesis. So you don't want to eat the green part of it. So what you do is you cut that part out. And that leaves you the rest, which is fine to eat. So in the areas where I seen there was some greenery, we took it out. So 3 big potatoes, I think, is plenty for it. Like probably most people, I start off with a small pot and then get with a big pot. Yep, it went random. So Illinois wants you to register certain guns that rifles that can accept more than a 10-round mag and pistols that can accept more than a 15-round mag. They want you to register them, and it started last week, and less than 1% have complied. The other 99.5% told them to pound sand, which they should have. So we're here cooking. Yeah, so one person went out there. So because the acts of one criminal, we are going to restrict the population. There's a word for that. It's called dumb as hell. So with the chicken soup, I'm going to start with chicken broth. So I do carry quite a bit of chicken broth on hand. The first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I don't have any in the fridge. I do. This was good until September. Now, yes, it was in the fridge, but I'm not going to trust it because it was open. Now, if it wasn't open, I wouldn't have any problem with it. The next place I check is the pantry and see if I have any in the pantry. So if I do, that would be the next ones I'd want to use. Check in the pantry. Dun, dun, dun. I don't see any. Double check. Triple check. Check. So what I'll do is I will use the third source. So first I'm just going to start with 2 cans. Now these had Best By dates, but they haven't been opened. Understand, they're not expiration, they're Best By dates. William E., how we doing? Yeah, bacon. Oh yeah, speaking of, some of it's going to get pulled off. Reconnecting. Why did disconnect? Inquiring minds want to know. Uh-oh. Wet putty cat. Okay, so it looks like my video is. There we go. Hey, August. What's up, cousin? Not coming in, Kitty Cat. I hear you meowing. Nope. I know if I let you in, it's going to be hard to get you out. Actually, I do know a way of getting you out. She doesn't like the ceiling fans. So I turn the ceiling fans on, then she don't want to be in the house. I used to let her stay in here all the time, but what had happened is she started pooping in my daughter's bedroom. And I just can't have that. So cousin, thanks for popping in, appreciate it. Yeah, so here, we still have the right to have guns, but they're trying to get rid of them. And if Ukraine and Israel don't teach you that civilian gun ownership is very important, I've got no hope for you. I really don't. If that don't wake you up to the fact, you're not going to wake up. That's all it's to it. There's no helping you. All right. With that going, now I can turn the heat on. And start getting that going. I got 2 cans of chicken broth in there. I have a third one in reserve if I need it. Once I put everything in there, I'm going to see just how much room I have and how thick it is. Now we can put the bacon away because we do have enough bacon. And then water. Get some cold water in there. So it's making some noise. I hear you meowing, but you can't come in. So let's preheat this with some pepper. Now we're going to fry it in the bacon grease for just a few minutes. And then we're going to add it into the crock pot. That's how we're going to get that going. And then by that time, it'll be time to slice the tomato up for my sandwich, which I desperately need. Here we go. I want in, Daddy. Nope. Can't play with you. I got things I got to get done. Well, I like you, kitty cat. I got to do stuff. Hey, we gotta do stuff. I gotta eat stuff. Here, Jersey Shore Prepper. Hey, how's it going, brother? So that's your new channel. Was the heroic prepper just not working, or you're just wanting to change things up? And I do understand about wanting to change things up. Time for some milk. I have more. And we got somebody from Zimbabwe. David, I am. And what I found is I've dropped weight. Steve Winkins, how we doing? What time we eat, MacBean? As soon as you get here. As soon as you get here. I'm biting in one right now. I won't eat in front of you. Oh, that's so good. Happiness is bacon and tomato sandwich. Gotta be happy with the simple things in life. Fresh from the garden. What's up with you, Kenny? What's up? Okay. Got the bag out. Yeah. You didn't like that. She's still wet. You're wet like a rat. I had to eat a sandwich really quick. I'm getting too hungry. The hardest part was, I don't know about gaining strength, David, but I've dropped about 12 pounds in the right areas. I mean, that's used to be out here more. 233. Having eaten healthy from the garden, that helped too. Good morning. You doing, cousin? Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Almost time to put the taters in. Like I said, I'm just going to fry them for a few minutes just to get the bacon grease and the salt and pepper locked into it. And then I'm going to put it in the crock pot, which is off to the side. So far, I got salt and pepper, basil leaves, 2 cans of chicken broth. I'm going to add the potatoes. I'm going to add the chicken. And then before I leave, I've got corn and carrots to add into it. The corn and carrots will go in later because they don't need to cook as long. And right now I'm eating BLTs. To keep myself from falling over. Almost waited too long. What supplements you gain strength from? In my opinion, opinions vary. But if you're not getting the nutrition, enough proteins, enough carbs, you're not going to get stronger. That's the first thing. There's no magic supplement that's healthy for you. Yeah, it's going to gain you strength if you're not eating enough food. The other thing where people make the most mistakes is they don't get enough rest. You need at least 6 hours. Give your body time to heal all the damage you did to it. Now I will dive more into the question. But I start with that because it's very important. Just starting, yes. Form over weight. Get your form right. Don't worry about how much weight you're lifting. I see so many young men, sometimes not young men, some older men too, they're lifting way too much weight. Somebody help pull the weight up. Get the form down first. Then start adding weight. Remember, the only person you're competing with in the gym is yourself. There's always somebody bigger and stronger. Always. Don't worry about that. The reason I cook is I want good nutrition. About 200 grams of protein a day is what I feel necessary to maintain my strength. Basically because of my body weight. Yep, get used to the form. Get plenty of rest, eat a lot of food. There's a minimum at least a half a gram of protein per body weight, and it has to be done through multiple meals. You can't go and eat 100 grams for breakfast and say I got it done. It doesn't work that way. Of protein daily to function healthy. Vitamins and minerals. Supplement-wise, here are the supplements that I take. All right, I take multivitamin. I take zinc, magnesium, calcium. I take iron once a week. So 60% of the population is deficient in iron. Also, cooking in cast iron is getting the iron also. But, you know, your ZMA is zinc, magnesium, anhydrous. I take zinc, I take magnesium. I take vitamin D, and vitamin C. Vitamin C helps you repair. Very powerful to repair things. One of the things the doctor was really couldn't believe is 6'6". Remember it pop in the chat? Let me get out of chat. Why am I out of chat? I hope I didn't miss anything. Let me get in the live chat. I should get all the messages anyway. But got that warming up. Over here, I've got the potatoes searing in baking grease. It's kind of a pre-season. So is it going to be a stew? Is it going to be a soup? Inquiring minds want to know. To be honest with you, I don't know. We shall see how it turns out. I do have my, somebody was asking about ashwagandha. I picked that up, been at about a month, and yes, I would say it has helped me. Oh, there we go. Let me catch up here. So this has helped me so about the strength, but my energy levels seem to be higher, and my body weight, I would say my body fat is down lower. So now, with the warning they have on this, liver, if you take too much of it. So also, it's here somewhere. Why is there too much stuff out here? Oh, the rainbow. Basically, there you are. I also take milk thistle with it. The milk thistle helps your liver stay healthy and clean. So, along with this, I will take this. And that's why I always say make sure you really research stuff. And make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy. So yeah, take milk thistle along with it. Doesn't necessarily have to be at the same time, no. it one more time. And we'll be ready to add this portion into the pot. So we make my next sandwich. There we go. And let me get my spoon, my slotted spoon. There we go. And I'm going to utilize a bowl to carry it over. So good meals take time to cook. I do a lot of walking, hiking. Occasionally I do squats, not as much as I should. And then I'll do machines. But do I put the same effort in legs that I do chest? No, I'll be honest with you, I do not. Should I? Yep, I should. Will I? Yep, I'll make the changes. So there's the potatoes I did a quick fry in the bacon grease. And now these will go into the crock pot. Oops. Most of them will anyway. I hear you meowing. But you can't come in. I hear you meowing. You ain't dry enough. Can't. So once I get all the ingredients in, then it'll let me know what's actually going to be working out for me. So I've got the chicken that I've kind of pre-cooked. So what I do is I do that so I can kind of trim off the bad pieces I don't care about. You know, it got the extra fat on it. Then I'm going to cube it up. Now it will fall apart in the crock pot. I'm also going to give them a quick sear in bacon grease too. Don't be afraid to try new things. You know, kind of take advantage of what you have going with you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Christopher, how we doing? Hey, Jealousy, we the people. You know it. And me the people hungry. I'm cooking lots of food. Like I said, it started in the store. And on the way home, I'm going, what am I going to do with that chicken? I said, well, it's getting colder out and rainy out. It's a good day for a soup or a stew. Still not sure what this is going to be. My wife always gets on me because I make my soup too thick. So if I have room, once I put all the ingredients in there, I will add another can of broth. I do thick chunks because time it gets cooked a few hours in the crock pot, it should fall apart. So a little more pepper. Now, in all reality, the chicken is already cooked. So I'm just adding the finishing touches on it. So, trying to catch up with everybody here. Triceps, I do a lot of pull downs. So pull downs on the machine, and I'll do the stack, and sometimes I'll have a person stand on the stack. Is one of my main ones. Obviously, push-ups that I do, the bench works. You can do full squat bench. You also do skull crushers. But I like the pull downs. Pull downs is my favorite. But changing things up and doing different variations is good also. Oh, we got our rain. Man, you gotta get it. I got my buckets. Yeah. Now, usually, somebody has to give me a $5 check for that. But I have done it. So, not too bad for 62. All right, show's over. And if you've seen any of my videos from like last year and that, you can tell I'm leaner. All right, time to add the chicken into the pot. And then the corn and the carrots. And we'll see if we have a stew or if we have a soup. Big Swans in. You got to wait for Mama. Yeah, I know. Mean Daddy. So here's the chicken chunks. There you go. Let me catch back up. Here we go. How wide are your hands? Now that has come in a little bit since I've aged. So I used to be like way out here when I benched, and now I'm more like, I used to be a wide bencher, now I'm more like here, and that's just to protect the pecs. Time to buy some gold. Time to buy some gold. See ya. All right, there you go. So I weigh 233 right now. So got that going, got that going. You really? You got food out there? I'm sure Mama better. So put a can of corn in. And carrots. I was going to put 2 cans of corn in, but I think 1 can of carrots is plenty. I got a comment going on here. How close should your hands be for close grip bench? About, I would say anywhere from 8 to 12 inches apart. And these come with, comfort has to be involved also. So I just finished bacon and tomato sandwiches, which I'm finishing my second one right here. And I got chicken, I think we're going to call it stew. We have chicken breast, chopped up, seared in bacon. I have fresh potatoes from my garden. Also, I seared in bacon grease. So far, 2 cans of broth, a can of corn, and a can of carrots. So let's mix it up. The way it stands right now, I have a stew. Now, on the plus side, I have enough room to add another can of broth to it, which I will. Just to try to make it a little more towards soup. There we go. And then I'm going to add a couple bouillon cubes. Not too many. This is where you can get in trouble. You put a whole bunch of these in here. Somebody got out of control, I guess. Oh, Jacob, what was he saying? I messed it up. Hey, Paradise Acres, thanks for joining in. So, can I carry this over? Let me get some hot hands here. And I'll show you what I have so far. So, here is the chicken soup / stew. And I'll keep that on high. Until Mama gets home, it should be really good. So I put 2 bouillon cubes in there, 3 cans of broth, salt, pepper, potatoes, carrots, and corn. And I think we'll leave it that way. So when I come home tonight, I'll have some he said bad body. Oh. I don't know. But thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Let's not worry about that. It's not him hijack our conversation. All righty. So, all the food's cooked. Rain. I was wondering what the noise was. Time to get all the dishes. Probably 107. Perfect. Perfect timing. Let me catch up on my Instagram, and I'll have to shut that down pretty quick. It is. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Finger size. Funny. Rain here too, yeah. We didn't need it. Farmers are wanting to get the fields down. Making some noise. So lunch and dinner is ready. Thank you everybody on this side that joined in. I gotta start getting ready to go to work. There we go. And it's shared. Yep, you know it. You too, Chris. Trust me. I got it handled. What you want, please? All right. Hush. Come say hi to everybody. This is the one making all the noise. Yep. Making all the noise. Oh, absolutely. Yep. You feel better now? You feel better now? He was mad. She's going to be mad when I put her back out again, too. Aren't you? Yep. The star of the show. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, she was making noise. You hear her purr? You hear her purr? Yeah. She's trying to jump up and run in the house. You can hear her now. Boy, she hit the ground and did a 180. She was ready. There we go. Gotta do dishes now. Gotta get the decorations moved off the wall. Didn't think the cook was supposed to do dishes. I protest. Yeah, she's a sweetie. I don't know why she's wanting to go outside. I think I'm gonna give her some treats. So this might. There we go. Give her some treats. Over to me. Give her some treats. Got some treats for you, Kitty. She's happy about that. There's some treats might do the trick. So I'll be posting some videos later today. There'll be probably about a half hour one on my Farms and Prepping channel. And then also another one on here. So we got the food going. Then she missed lunch. That is so good. Well, if you were here, we would have had bacon and tomato sandwiches, fresh tomatoes from the garden. And I have a chicken stew cooking right over here in the crock pot. That'll be dinner for the wife and a late dinner for me. Well, I'm an omnivore. I eat meat, I eat veggies, I eat fruit, fish, chicken, anything that I can convert into energy. Heavy on the protein though. So in the crock pot I got chicken, potatoes fresh from the garden, corn, carrot, chicken broth, and some basil. Remember, hit the thumbs up. All the rules. So everybody else, thanks for joining in. Remember, stay safe out there. There's already been some acts of stupidity over in the UK. Some people have been stabbed and killed. And the acts of really stupidity over here where I guess they blocked a bridge in New York City. I'm sure there'll be more foolishness as the day goes by. Everybody have a wonderful day. Until next time.